Hello everyone, welcome to our sports news channel. Here you are always well informed. I ask you to please subscribe. Leave your like and thank you very much. The Boston Celtics 2023 playoff run got off to a strong start on Saturday. Other than a rocky stretch in the second half, the C's looked sharp in Game 1 of their first-round series versus the Atlanta Hawks. They shot 47.7% from the floor and held the Hawks to just 38.8% in a 112-99 victory at TD Garden. Boston's 30-point lead at the half, 74-44, tied for its largest halftime lead in team playoff history. The C's also tied the playoff record for most points scored in the second quarter with 45. One area the Celtics will look to clean up for Game 2 is the turnovers. That was their most notable flaw as they finished with 16 on the day, leading to 19 Hawks points. Jaylen Brown paced the C's with 29 points while Jason Tatum tallied 25. Derek White did a little bit of everything for Boston with 24 points to go with a stellar defensive performance. DeJounte Murray was Atlanta's leading scorer with 24 points. Trae Young, 16 points, was mostly held in check. Game 2 is set for Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time right here on NBC Sports Boston. First, here are our takeaways from Boston's Game 1 triumph. Defense is locked in. The Hawks are one of the worst defensive teams in the league, but they can make up for it with their hot shooting. The Celtics kept them ice cold throughout Saturday's showdown. With Boston shooting the lights out, primarily in the first half, Atlanta's only hope was its star Trae Young catching fire from deep. He was mostly non-factor thanks in large part to Celtics guards Marcus Smart and Derek White putting on a defensive clinic. Young was limited to a modest 16 points on 5 of 18 shooting, including 1 for 5 from 3. As a team, Atlanta converted only 5 of its 29 three-point attempts. Smart, White, and Al Horford each had 2 blocks apiece. Smart added 3 steals in what may have marked the reigning Defensive Player of the Year's best defensive showing this season. If this is the version of Robert Williams we can expect throughout Boston's postseason run, good luck to the rest of the NBA. Williams instantly made his presence felt in Game 1. The Celtics' big man notched 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a highlight reel block all within his first 7 minutes on the court. Time Lord looked to be operating at 100% as he was contesting shots at the rim and throwing down lobs. The 25-year-old finished with 12 points, 6-6 FG, and 8 boards in 22 minutes. Late game lapse. As great as a regular season the Celtics had, no double-digit lead felt safe. They had a tendency to take their foot off the gas pedal after taking comfortable leads into the second half, and that was the case again on Saturday afternoon. Boston watched its 32-point lead dwindle to only 12 points with 9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. The team managed to keep Atlanta from cutting the deficit to single digits, but still made C's fans sweat out the remainder of a game that had appeared to be out of reach. Obviously, they didn't have a great first half, so they're going to make a run. It's just part of it, Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said after the game. I just thought we lost our offensive purpose. Playing passive offense instead of just keeping it moving, being aggressive, and maintaining that level of pace that we had in the first half. Mazzulla added that he isn't at all concerned about the Hawks' run. Still, that's a habit the Celtics need to break out of going forward. They may get away with the late-game sloppiness against the Hawks, but that won't be the case if they advance to the later rounds. Sam Hauser in the rotation. Mazzulla went with Sam Hauser over Grant Williams as the 8th man in his playoff rotation. Given the recent play of both players, that shouldn't come as a major surprise. Hauser finished the regular season with back-to-back 26-point performances and shot 14 for 26 from beyond the arc. He averaged 17.7 points in 3 games against Atlanta this season. Should the C's advance, Williams likely will get his fair share of playing time in the next couple of rounds against bigger and more physical teams like the Philadelphia 76ers and Milwaukee Bucks. For now, Mazzulla is prioritizing three-point shooting off the bench over size and physicality. Hauser had 1 rebound and did not score, 0-2 FG, in 11 minutes.